Hey everyone, Effie here. Today I'm going to show you how to do some ink blending using our new Peony Print 7-piece layering stencil collection. With this collection, you can create some beautiful backgrounds. You're going to receive 7 total stencils. I will show you the last one at the end of the video. So let's get started with the introduction. You have 2 main petal stencils, then 2 foliage stencils, and then 2 additional stencils for the floral bits in the background. Now let's get started with the ink blending. I'm starting off with the main stencil. You want to make sure that this floral is facing the top right direction. Now this only matters if you plan on die cutting your final ink blended piece. If you don't plan on die cutting and you're just using the ink blended backgrounds as is, then it doesn't really matter which side you do your ink blending for your stencils. For the first layer, I used our new cherry dye ink, and then this is the full reveal. Next up, let's add the detail inking to our florals using this second stencil, and I'm using our Valentine red dye ink. For my ink blending, I'm just using some makeup brushes. Next up, let's blend the foliage stencils. Now you can see that there are these 2 foliage areas right here at the corners. The fatter leaves are going to be on the right side and the more detailed leaves are going to be on the left side. And then you have this little tiny one in the bottom right hand corner. So this is how you're going to layer over the original ink blended panel. And I'm just using our honeydew dye ink for the first foliage layer. After you're done with the first layer, let's layer that second leaf stencil over our panel and start blending. I believe I'm using our spring salad dye ink for this layer. And these are all 6 by 6 inch stencils. Now let's get started with the floral bits portions. You can see that they kind of run parallel to each other. And then there's this little bit right here in the center. You want to make sure that little bit is on the left side. And I'm just going to blend the first floral bit stencil using our periwinkle dye ink. And then the second layer, I will use our Stormy Sea dye ink. And you can see the little bit over here on the left will fit into that lone floral bit in the background over there. They layer very easily together. And here is the finished blended panel. I'm just going to trim this to a little larger than 6 by 6 inches. And here is another sample that I created for you guys. And you can see that the possibilities are endless with your color choices. Now here is the coordinating die. It's a 6 by 6 inch die. We're just going to layer it over our ink blended panel and run this whole thing through our die cutting machine. And once you peel off that die, you can see that all the negative portions are cut out. How cool is this? And here is the 7th and final stencil of this collection. This stencil will allow you to ink blend the background directly onto your panel. And I just used our Cali Blue dye ink. So once you've blended on that colored background, you can finish blending the other layers, and here are the final results. You essentially are creating your own pattern backgrounds. You can use this for your cards or your scrapbooking, and here are the different samples that I've made for you guys. The possibilities are endless if you choose different ink colors and if you mix and match by using the coordinating die or that last stencil to add your ink blended background. So I hope you guys enjoyed today's tutorial, and if you haven't done so already, be sure to head over to our blog to check out the rest of our new May 2021 release. All the details are on the blog. Everything is available for purchase now. Thanks for watching, guys. I will see you next time. Bye!